Hey everybody, Alex from Bits and Pieces here. Welcome back. You are looking at a Wikipedia template for the upcoming UFL season, the United Football League, which combined the USFL and the XFL. And I know a lot of you are probably saying, well, Alex, we know that, but why are you showing this? Are you going to tell us your opinions on what you think of it, who you think's going to win? It's not one of those videos. It's actually a video about, well, I want you to take a look at what's highlighted. As you can see, the highlighted portion is what that's what caught my eye. Sorry, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so excited to talk about this. I want you to look at the highlighted TV partners: ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, Fox, Fox Sports 1. 5 channels, 2 of which you can get over the air, 3 that you can watch at any time. And those are what you that's what I want to talk about, man. I mean, look at it. This looks so amazing. I just love how simple it is. You don't have to worry about like pirating stuff. They are doing this. You know, compare it to the NFL. Obviously, I'll drop some links in the I'll drop some Wikipedia links in the description below. But compare this to the NFL that's coming up this season. And like I said, this is all from Wikipedia. So this will be the second season under 11-year U.S. media rights agreements with CBS, Fox, NBC, and ESPN ABC, along with its Spanish counterparts, ESPN Deportes, Fox Deportes, and Telemundo Deportes. Of course, as usual, Sunday afternoon games will be between CBS and Fox. On Thanksgiving afternoon, this year, CBS will have the Detroit game, Fox will have the Dallas game. And of course, CBS also has the option of producing alternative broadcasts to select the games on Nickelodeon. And of course, NBC will have Sunday Night Football, the kickoff game, and of course, the primetime Thanksgiving game. And of course, ESPN will do Monday Night Football and a doubleheader the last Saturday this season. And of course, the Manning cast will return. But that's not what I want to talk about with the NFL. This will be the third year, and of course, this is streaming. This will be the third year of a 12-year deal with Amazon Prime Video and Twitch to exclusively stream Thursday Night Football. And that's still pretty good because a lot of people can just watch it for free. You don't have to sign up. All you gotta do is just go to twitch.com/Prime Video or wherever the hell it is. This will also be the second season that Amazon Twitch will stream the Friday or Black Friday game. I think it's stupid because, a lot of people liked it. A lot of people are stupid enough to watch it. Now, this is where the piracy comes into play. For residential customers, Peacock will exclusively stream one selected regular season game. For commercial customers, it will once again be available on Everpass Media, as well as all of NBC's games. And the same for ESPN Plus, although ESPN Plus for business on DirecTV will be on commercial customers, as well as selected ESPN and all ABC games. And Paramount Plus will do it. And then just last month, ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery, led by that idiot David Zaslav, announced plans to launch a joint venture sports streaming platform, which is expected to launch in time for the 2024 season. And that's another can of worms, which I'm going to have to look into. I might look into it next month, but yeah. Anyways, this is big, though. The NFL was not informed about the service in advance of the announcement and has been reportedly investigating whether it could block the service from carrying its games, which might not be good because it is ESPN, and ESPN is like their biggest fangirl, so that might not be good. And then this is more. For residential customers in the United States, this will be the second season that the NFL Sunday Ticket out of market sports package will exclusively be on YouTube TV. And of course, on YouTube's primetime channels as a standalone service option. But of course, NFL Plus will still be on, all that sort of stuff. And of course, the postseason more than likely will be the same as last year. Although, the good thing is, Amazon Prime Video will exclusively air a wildcard playoff game for the first time during the season, and purchasing the rights to the game that is held by Peacock. Although I do think that if they do this, they might consider airing it on Twitch, which would be pretty cool. And it would be nice to see instant reaction, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Now, let's compare that to 2004. It was it was a penultimate year under an 8-year broadcast package with following services: ABC, CBS, Fox, and ESPN. As in 4 fucking channels. Let me say those channels again from 20 years ago: ABC, CBS, Fox, and ESPN. The only one you would have to worry about is ESPN. So if your team is on ESPN and you didn't have access to service, well, you're just unfortunately shit out of luck and you have to check the papers next morning. But 75% of the channels were all terrestrial. They were all over the air. Those channels, you could look and you could probably just check the paper. Hey, who's playing who on this day? You could check the newspaper at like 7 in the morning and you could say, hey, my team is playing on this day. Or you could try your dial up internet, pray to God that no one has to make a phone call, and there you go. But just listen to all this shit, okay? For 2024 NFL season, listen to all the channels: CBS, Fox, NBC, ESPN, ABC, ESPN Deportes, Fox Deportes, Telemundo Deportes. Out of all of those channels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5 of them are all on normal television, which is about 63%, close to 60%. But ESPN Deportes and Fox Deportes, they are all probably behind a paywall because they cater to the Latin community. And then streaming, you got Twitch, which a lot of people have really, really enjoyed. Because remember, Amazon Prime Video has it. Twitch also has the game, which means you can watch the game for free on Twitch. That's the part. That's the part of the deal. That's amazing. But then you got Peacock, ESPN Plus, Paramount Plus, all of which, have paywalls. And then of course then that kind of warms the unnamed sports bundle streaming service, which would have ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery. And like I said, that is a can of worms I'm not looking to open up this month. All right? So, there's that. Whereas the 2004 season, you only have to worry about ESPN. Other than that, you're pretty much, if your team is on CBS, Fox, or ABC, guess what? You're plopping your ass down in front of the TV after a nice hard week of work. You're ready to watch your team either win or, if you're the Bears, lose to the Packers as usual. Oh boy. And then you get back to the USFL. Now, this is actually interesting. You got 60 or 80% of the channels on regular cable. You got Fox, Fox Sports 1, NBC, Peacock, and USA. And even then, I would probably say, what? I'm trying to think here. I'm actually looking at this. Um, the the only time that Peacock was used apparently last year in the USFL was the New Orleans Breakers and the New Jersey Generals, because an MLB game went past its runtime, and you only missed the first quarter. And even then, and of course, you also had the Birmingham Stallions and Houston Gamblers in Week 9, the New Orleans New Jersey game aired on Peacock. That was in Week 4. whereas the Memphis Showboats and the Michigan Panthers were on NBC. So, yeah, but other than that, everything was on regular cable. So yeah, hit out of what there. Let me see here. There were 10 weeks, 40 games, and only one of them was properly on Peacock. So that's probably not even 1%. You know what I mean? Yeah, barely 0.025%. Not even a fucking game. Just one game. And even then, it was like 5 quarters because one game in Major League Baseball went over its time limit. And then we check the XFL. Now, it's the same thing. The XFL was on ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus, and the FX channel, which not too many people have, I believe. But even then, it was just probably one or two games. No, it was one. I think it also had 10 weeks. 10 weeks. It had one March 7th or week 7, the Seattle Sea Dragons and the Arlington Renegades. That was on FX. That's one. March 25th, the St. Louis Battlehawks and the Vegas Vipers from Cashman Field. That's 2, 3, 4. March 18th matchups, you had the DC Defenders and the St. Louis Blackhawks, and then the Vegas Vipers and the Orlando Guardians. Those are on FX. That was week 5. Week 6 was the St. Louis Battlehawks and Vipers. Week 4, you had the I was going to say Rednecks. Whoops. The Roughnecks and the Guardians, along with the Sea Dragons and the Brahmas. And then week 3, the only game that wasn't on there were the Roughnecks and the Brahmas at Tedesco Stadium. So this is going to take a little while because a lot of these games, they are on, they're in the spring, all that sort of stuff. I got a little bit of math to do, so give me a sec. My math is correct. It's about 30%. And obviously, a lot of people were interested in watching it. But that's 30% of your games on FX. And if no one knows where FX is, then hey, you're kind of in trouble. But I do commend the UFL for basically saying, hey, we're doing all these channels right here that are highlighted. And you don't have to worry, it's just like, okay, it's your local ABC affiliate and your local Fox affiliate. Other than that, that's it. All right. See you later.